I've been waking up with visible abs every morning since I started eating this way. Now, before this, I tried every diet under the sun. Keto, carnivore, low fat, you name it, and I've tried it. And I'm just gonna save you the trouble and tell you that those are all a waste of your time. So in this video, I'm gonna show you the minimalist diet to get you lean and keep you lean. Now, first I'm gonna show you how to set up the diet for yourself, and then I'm gonna show you what I usually eat in a day so that you believe me, because I've been able to actually have a six-pack while eating ice cream almost every day. Now, the first thing you've got to have calculated for this diet to work is your daily calories. Now, the easiest way to figure out your daily calories is to take your body weight in pounds and multiply it by numbers starting from 10 all the way up to 14. This is going to be the foundation for your diet, and it's crucial that you understand that without this, nothing else you do will matter. And to prove that, I'm going to show you a visual representation of how diets work. Now, this circle represents your normal diet, which is carbs, proteins, and fats. So obviously you can't lose weight on your current diet, right? So you've got to cut something out. You could cut out protein, but that could lead to muscle loss, and that's a no-go, which leaves carbs and fats. Now, I have personally done both these approaches. I've done the ketogenic diet and people swear by it, but it's not a magic pill. All you're really doing is taking a piece of the pie and just removing it from the equation, being your carbs. And then I've seen other people swear by the low fat thing, but again, all you're doing is taking a piece of the pie, which is your fats, and just removing it. Now, the thing is, both of these diets can work, but the reason that I don't recommend them to any of my clients inside of my minimalist fitness program is because they're unsustainable. Like the ketogenic diet, it requires you to give up your carbs, and that's very unsustainable. That means you can't have ice cream, you can't have rice, you can't have bread. Most people can't follow that for the rest of their lives. Same with the low fat diet. I mean, can you stop eating meat? Now, if you've tried and failed to lose weight by dieting, here's why you failed. So here's an example of a diet that doesn't work. It doesn't necessarily have to be keto, but look at what happens. Although this person stops eating carbs, they overcompensate by eating extra protein and extra fats, which leads to them not losing weight. It's not the diet, it's the compensation that leads to the failure of the diet. So if none of these work, then how should one eat to lose fat? Now, this is where my sustainable dieting method comes in. So say that you're on a 2,000 calorie diet to lose fat, and you wake up at 6 a.m. and you go to bed at 10 p.m. From 6 a.m. to 2 p.m., you eat nothing. You just skip a meal. And so meal one is 0 calories. But 2 p.m. onwards, when you have your second meal, you can have a big meal that's 1,000 calories. And this is so powerful because it feels like you're eating your normal diet, except you lose weight when you do it. Now, for meal 2, it's a big meal. And again, for meal 3, you can have another 1,000 calorie meal. Once you have your daily calories figured out and you know how to eat, the next step is to figure out how much protein you need every day. This is where the mainstream fitness industry feeds you with bullshit, because the common belief that they push onto us is that we need 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, otherwise we'll lose muscle. But the reality is that you can prevent muscle loss by eating anywhere from 0.7 to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. Now, yeah, if you like eating protein, then sure, feel free to go with the higher end of that range. But otherwise, you don't actually need to eat a lot of protein for you to lose fat and still keep muscle. Now, the reason that I'm pushing this diet so much and shitting so much on the mainstream industry is because the essence of a minimalist's approach to fitness is to only focus on the things that matter most. And if your goal is to get lean and stay lean, then all you need is a way of eating that makes you lose fat and that you can follow essentially forever. And I talked briefly about why the other diets fail, but the reason that this diet, the way of eating that I showed you, the reason that this one rarely fails is because it does not restrict you. Think about it. Everything else, keto, low fat, whatever, can you visualize eating nothing but meat for the rest of your life? Of course not. So why bother trying a diet that only gets temporary results? And that is, if it gets any results at all. Especially when there's a different way of eating that doesn't even feel like dieting, but gets you the results that you can sustain forever. Now, here's what a day of eating looks like for me following this minimalist diet. I wake up in the morning and have a cup of black coffee. And no, I'm not a serial killer. I just like the way black coffee tastes. Then I get done with any work that I have for the day, whether it be actually going to work or like today it's a weekend, so my work will just be to make this video. After that, I'll have my first meal, which will usually be some sort of protein source like ground beef or chicken. Again, it can change because my diet isn't restrictive. Now I'm going to have that with either rice or bread. And then I'll go get a workout in. My workouts usually allow me to be in and out of the gym pretty quick because I use, again, minimalist style of training. But after I come back home, I usually ate the same thing that I ate before going to the gym. So another protein source with either rice or bread. Now with my second meal, especially my post-workout meal, I'll have a big bowl of vegetables in my post-workout meal because that's the only time that I have greens. Now usually after my second meal, I'll have a bowl of either ice cream or whatever other like treat we've got at home. Usually it's ice cream. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a pretty big fiend for ice cream. But I'll have the ice cream and then before going to sleep, I'll have a protein shake sometimes. And that is it. I get to eat delicious food and still wake up with abs because of this style of eating. And it's been this way for a very long time. Now, the guys inside of my minimalist fitness program have lost as much as 10 pounds in 1 month eating this way. So if you want to get lean faster and have access to our community, then you can click the first link in the description and join my minimalist fitness program. I'll see you in the next one.